Good morning. My name is Terrence Kocher. I'm the police captain for the East Bay Regional Park District Police Department. On behalf of the Weidhofer family and the East Bay Regional Park District, we appreciate all of you being here on this important and solemn day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have some introductions. I'll go through an order of events for today, and then we'll get right into the speakers in the presentation. So first and foremost, our General Manager, Sabrina Landreth. Thank you for being here. East Bay Regional Park District Chief of Police, Roberto Felice. Contra Costa County Deputy District Attorney, Satish Jalapalli. Representatives from the FBI and representatives from the Contra Costa County Criminal Crime Lab. So the order of events for today, we'll have some statements from the General Manager Landreth, our Chief of Police, Deputy District Attorney Jalapalli, and Detective Christopher Rudy, who is the case agent on this incident, where he'll give a brief description of what occurred in this investigation and then also read a brief statement from the victim's family. So without further ado, General Manager Landreth.
Right, thank you, Captain. So just to kick us off here, I just wanted to start by thanking all of our hardworking staff here at the East Bay Regional Park District. A lot of people don't realize that as the largest park district in the country, we cover the land size of the equivalent of the state of Rhode Island, serving over 3 million people and about 30 million visitors coming into our parks every day. And we take safety so seriously within our parks that we have our own dedicated police department. And so I just wanted to make that point just to start off to let the community know that we really are here for you. Even after 35 years of this horrific crime, we never gave up. And I really credit that to, again, our hardworking staff here at the Park District and our police department. None of this would have happened without all of our important regional partners. A lot of you are here today, and I really want to extend our thanks to you for also being alongside us and not giving up. And lastly, to the family, I know this doesn't bring complete closure, but I just want you to know we always were here with you. This is a solemn day, but I do hope that this does bring some little bit of answer and closure to you as you've been suffering through this. So with that, I'm going to hand it back to the captain, and we'll continue. Thank you.
Chief Felice, if you please join me.
Good morning, and thank you for being here. Today we're here because our team, along with our partners, our federal partners and local partners, did not give up. Maria was what we're here to fight for. They never give up for a case that's 35 years old, and many people believe that a cold case just goes in some drawer and it's forgotten. They did not forgive nor forget. The important thing to remember is that every single member of the East Bay Regional Park Police Department believes that every victim deserves justice. We're here to provide that justice. Let this be a message to the people that come and commit criminal activities in our parks. We will pursue you. We are now standing down. To the family, thanks to the hard work of my detectives, I'm very proud of, the professional staff, my patrol officers, and our partners at the FBI, at the DA's office in Contra Costa. I want to say thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing every day. Thank you for helping us be here today so that we can offer some closure to the family. Yes, it would not bring Maria back, but it's also a matter of accountability. And we're holding the person accountable that took Maria from her family. Justice might have been delayed, but thanks to the hard work of our detectives and our federal partners, justice has been served. Thank you.
Okay, next, I'd like to bring Deputy District Attorney Jon Lipari up to the microphone.
Good morning. First of all, thank you, Chief Felice, for hosting this and for having us here today to remember Maria Weidhofer and to be able to speak on her behalf. The pursuit of justice is a marathon, not a sprint. We are all standing here today because of our shared commitment to justice. It has been, as we heard, almost 35 years since Maria was murdered in Tilden Regional Park on November 15th, 1990. Since that day, her death and the circumstances touched everyone, touched her family, the community, and members of law enforcement. Every single person who worked on this case over these 30+ years was dedicated to solving this crime. They did so with a shared determination that Maria's death would not remain unsolved. The partnership of this case between the East Bay Regional Parks Police, the FBI, the District Attorney's Cold Case Unit, and the Contra Costa County Crime Lab was a reflection of that shared determination, using the latest technology and investigative techniques to obtain answers that could not have been obtained decades or even years ago. The pursuit of justice requires endurance, resilience, and a willingness to go the distance, even when the path ahead is long and uncertain. While solving this case will never heal the wounds of Maria's family caused by her murder, we from the District Attorney's Office are grateful to have been a part of that effort to bring these long-awaited answers to the community and, more importantly, to her family.
Thank you very much. Next, we'll have Detective Christopher Rudy come up. He'll start with a synopsis of the case and then read that statement from the Weidhofer family.
Good morning. On November 16th, 1990, Maria Weidhofer was found deceased on a trail near Inspiration Point in Tilden Regional Park. Maria was found with rope around her neck and with physical signs of a struggle after she had been reported missing the night before. An autopsy performed at the time of the crime found that Maria's cause of death was asphyxia by ligature strangulation, and found a multitude of minor abrasions and contusions upon her person. A lengthy investigation was conducted in 1990 and 1991 by the East Bay Regional Park District Police Department. Unfortunately, this investigation was initially unable to identify the suspect. In 1997, biological evidence found on Weidhofer from the suspect was sent to the Contra Costa Crime Lab for analysis. From this biological evidence, a male DNA profile was generated that was later uploaded into the Combined DNA Index System, commonly referred to as CODIS. Unfortunately, no matches were found within CODIS at that time. In 2020, the East Bay Regional Park District Police Investigations Unit began working with the Federal Bureau of Investigations. This collaboration including the use of advanced DNA techniques. Through this investigation, Jon Lipari was determined to be a potential suspect and later became our primary suspect in 2024. Once Lipari was identified as a primary suspect, further investigation was conducted in collaboration with the FBI, Contra Costa County District Attorney's Office, and the Curry County Sheriff's Office. Through this investigation, we determined that Lipari was living in Gold Beach, Oregon. In early November of 2024, Lipari was found deceased in his residence by local law enforcement from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. DNA from the scene was retrieved by the Curry County Sheriff's Office, and a direct comparison was done by the Contra Costa County Crime Lab. The comparison determined the DNA profiles generated from the evidence collected at the original crime scene and the DNA from Lipari were a match, confirming that Lipari was a suspect. I've also been given the privilege of delivering a brief statement about Maria that was prepared by her brother Hans. 35 years ago, our family was irreparably harmed by the loss of Maria. In the ensuing years, our parents, Jane and Carl, struggled mightily with psychological repercussions, including the frustration of knowing the perpetrator was likely still free. Maria, the family, and the world have been carelessly cheated and deprived of her future. On behalf of our immediate and extended family, we would like to express our gratitude to law enforcement for their unceasing efforts in finally bringing some measure of closure to this tragedy. We shall remember Maria as a gentle soul, pursuing her dreams as an artist and baker in the Bay Area community she loved. Our wish is that she will be remembered for the person she was and not for what happened to her. Thank you.
Okay, so for the final part of our press conference, we will take a handful of questions. Deputy District Attorney, if you stand up here as well. Detective Rudy and Deputy District Attorney Jon Lipari will be happy to answer the questions that they can regarding this case if any do come up. And I'll go ahead and pick and choose out of the audience. If you just raise your hand, we can go ahead and start. Yes, sir.
Hey, a couple questions.
Want to step over here?
Where was Lipari's, had he stayed linked at the time, and does he have any criminal record?
He did have
Similar attacks?
nothing about any similar attacks. He did live in the Bay Area at the time at their family home in Martinez.
Martinez, you said?
Yes.
Philippe with Channel 4. Was there any indication that he knew he was under investigation and that's why he took his life?
There's nothing that leads us to believe that is the case. No evidence that shows that he was aware of the investigation at all.
Right here in front.
Emily from the Berkeley Scanner. I'm sorry if you mentioned this. Did you say whether he has been linked to any other similar cases?
At this time, he has not.
There in the back. SF Chronicle.
Oh, yeah.
David, SF Chronicle. Thank you. So, do you by any chance know how old he was either at the time of the crime or more recently when he died? And also, have you determined a motive?
We have not determined a motive. As far as we know, they had no relations or prior contact. He was in his mid-30s. I don't have his exact age on me at this time.
Mid-30s at the time of the
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
With the DNA matching, was that through familial matching or a direct match? You said you obtained his DNA, you had the DNA and then you matched it to him. So was that through familial matching or a direct match that he was an assistant?
Originally, when he became a lead, is that the question?
Yeah, well, as you established him as the suspect.
Yeah, so we used investigative genetic genealogy for an investigative lead, and that's how we were able to determine he was a potential suspect.
Lena with ABC7, you guys had mentioned that he became a suspect in the year 2020, but didn't become a primary suspect until the year 2024. Why wasn't there any contact made with him after that point in 2020?
He became a suspect in 2023. We began working with the FBI in 2020. He was not a potential suspect until 2023.
And again, why was there no contact made with him in 2023?
There were multiple other leads and avenues we had to pursue before he became our primary suspect.
Right here.
Is there will you be releasing any sort of photograph of him, and is there any link here between the sort of 3D rendering that was shared at one point and this gentleman?
I don't know if we'll be releasing a picture of him at any point.
We can work on that after the press conference. I'll get you in touch with an email address that can get you that information.
Can you say, does he resemble those pictures you released in 2017?
In my professional opinion, he does, yes.
He does, okay.
And we'll do 2 more questions right in the back.
Are there any other victims that you have been able to connect or find or close matches at this point?
Not at this point, no.
And last question, anybody have it?
Any other similar crimes at the time in that area or within a year or two of that area to indicate pattern?
Not that we've been able to determine. Working with our federal partners, no other matches have been determined at this time.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. We really appreciate you being here. Please help yourself, coffee, donuts, and again, thank you.